Welcome to Theta Thursday for March 16th, 2023. I'm Greg. That's Don. Fucking Mifune, who knows where the hell he is? He's fucking, I don't know where he is. It's son of a bitch. Anyways, Mifune, are you there?
Yes, I
don't care. Anyways, so we got Ragnar. Our special guest tonight is Ragnar Schwarzkopf. Wow. This is the orgasmic, absolutely fucking orgasmic episode of Theta Thursday, where we're going to talk about a bunch of shit that's going to blow your fucking minds. I'm excited about this one, Dawn. How about you?
I'm pretty excited. We've actually had just watch the viewer count drop by 40 people. Good job, Greg. No, I'm kidding. I'm excited this week. We've actually got some things to talk about, some things coming up. My birthday weekend getting celebrated again because one wasn't enough.
Wait a second. What? You can't have two birthdays, Dawn.
Who's stopping you?
Okay.
And then we have our special guest and common guest, Ragnar, who shows up every now and then to hang out with us. How are you doing today, Ragnar?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. And then we obviously have Mifune. He is currently not at home, so he's not the tech man today. So he is at our mercy.
No, I have no idea what I'm doing, guys.
Mifune, how is your week so far?
My week has been busy, man. I mean, I'm visiting my grandparents this week, and so I'm all the way up in Pennsylvania instead of North Carolina. We're all the way up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. So that's always fun.
Now, for those that don't know, Pennsylvania is a state in the United States of America, correct, Mifune?
Yes.
I would hesitate to call it anything other than a cesspit, but, that's me.
Don.
Still better than the cesspool.
Hey, Don, you know what the difference between a G-spot and a golf ball is? A dude will actually go looking for his golf ball.
Very true. Sadly, but true. So we got a couple things to talk about this week. It's the war for the North popped off technically, about 2 weeks ago now, and we have not seen any major fights, maybe a little scrap here, a little tussle there, but this week we had not one, not two, but potentially 3 very large battles. Sunday being 2 for sure, third one possibly tomorrow. Sunday was the almost record-breaking fight. Who was all there?
All us.
So we were all there streaming it. I mean,
Ragnar, were you able to be there?
Sunday.
Nope.
See, 3 out of 4.
I had to go see my mother for lunch the following day, so I couldn't stay up too late.
Oh, how's your mom doing?
She's fine.
That's good. Tell her I said hi.
No.
I mean, the fight on Sunday was very interesting because one of the interesting things is that a lot of people are comparing this war very comparatively to World War B2. Just because everybody looks at the old and looks at the new, and it's very interesting to see that back then Pappy didn't even think about headshotting 1DQ right off the bat from the beginning, and then here we are with Asher, guns blazing, going head first, headstrong, directly into X-47 to try and get rid of the staging system right then and there. And that's the way that a lot of Hordlings saw it, and they were like, oh, LOL, goons feeding, goons doing this, whatever, X-47 for the win, whatever. But in the background, we had like SIGs and squads slowly killing the other structures all throughout Pure Blind and Fade.
Yeah, I would say Sunday was pretty much kind of like everyone could claim some sort of victory. Obviously, Horde got to enjoy an absolute delicious goon buffet, and I understand goons are quite fatty. So, it goes down easy.
We taste like chicken. Did you know that, Don?
Yep. So you keep on licking?
Damn straight.
We taste like alligator.
And then, and you know what? The one thing, and Ragnar, this is your area of expertise. Reddit had so many mediocre memes, I would say, from Horde being like, goons molding. And I think most of us were looking around going, did any of you say anything? Are you malding? Or
The
did you
only
say anything?
people who I saw, like, you could say is malding would have been, like, Volta, because didn't Starfleet Commander ping out saying to submit petitions for your losses?
Yeah, and I get it.
But that's not us. That's
Volta.
Volta, maybe not even B3. I don't know if Starfleet is like the coalition head or just Volta's head.
I think he's just Volta's head. But yeah, like we did it on stream. 3 of us were here, Greg, Mifune, and I. Also your breaking news team, because no one else wants to wake up and do it other than Brisk.
Oh yeah, we get a big shout out to Brisky for like fucking being there and
being a champ.
Fucking rock.
Well, so we were on the stream talking about it, live, trying to like talk about what we're seeing, and at first it seemed like we were getting some reports from Twitch chat saying that they were getting their ships back and that it was rolled back, and then others were saying, no, I'm actually still dead. And so it was a little hard to understand what was happening, but it seems like basically the database just said no and just stopped recording at a certain point of anything anybody did, other than when you died, apparently. So it was weird.
Well, it's to my understanding. I did have a very very brief conversation with CCP Swift about it earlier this week. And Swift says there's eventually going to be a dev blog kind of explaining everything. But from what I can tell, and like just from inferring the details, it seems like what happened was more of a mistake. Was more of like the server, that sub% tie-dye breakage resulted in this rather than CCP's own hand, which was interesting because when it happened, our first initial thought was that CCP rolled back the server and did all this, but it turned out to not be CCP and it was just the server itself. So without any kind of explanations or anything like that from CCP, I honest to God think that the sub% tie-dye just forgot where all the players were. Like, according to we had people in our Stormbringer fleet reporting that, like, hey, this guy's paladin is 200 kilometers away and I still have him locked. Or this guy being...
Are you able to turn up Mifune's volume, by the way? Yeah, he is going to be quieter. He's on his phone, so he's not going to be as clear as normal. So just do your best, guys. We have Sanchki joining us today. I don't really know why, but hi, Sanchki. How's it going?
Hi,
Sanchki.
Hi. How's it going, everybody? Hopefully I'm not quiet, and if I'm quiet, turn me up. And turn
you are
down
so loud.
Oh, damn.
Turning you down.
Can't.
No, I'll turn myself down, okay?
No, don't do that. I already fixed it for me. I don't need you changing it.
This is why Discord should completely get rid of the turn down volume per person button, okay? If I'm too loud, let me know. I can turn myself down. So we're all adults here.
And then, Mifune, what we'll do is, for your conversation with Swift, we are actually going to be having potentially a stream tomorrow morning, so maybe we'll be able to fill the air with some of that if you can join us for a little bit.
Possibly. Who knows? I have no idea what this vacation has planned for me, so we'll find out.
That's fine.
So I turned Sanchki up, I turned Mifune up, and I turned Dawn down.
What the hell?
Perfect.
Half the time they say they can't hear me.
Literally perfect.
You can't hear Dawn? Hang on.
Oh my god.
I got this. All right, talk, Dawn. Sound and level.
Bitch. You're a motherfucker.
Oh my goodness. All right, I think that's all taken care of.
So anyways, yeah, I mean, clearly there was like a lot going on with the server that was just not registering things correctly. Things weren't working right. That usually happens during Big Tie Day. I think no one on field thought that the server was going to work correctly at 6,027 people. Because I don't think it ever got above that we could see on our local. And, once it gets over 3,000, it starts having problems. So it's 6,000. We knew something was going to happen. So if you're malding over the server points, only reason why us on stream were not even mad, we were just more disappointed because we wanted, you always want to have a cleaner fight, You always want to have the nice, 20 to 30% tie-dye where you can move around and you can see what you're doing, but still like move quickly and get through things relatively fast.
Yeah. Well, it's been an interesting week. I went to the doctor's early this week, right? I don't know.
Okay.
I'll share this. So anyway,
I don't need to know about your doctor visit.
I was sitting there, and he walked in, my doctor, Dr. Smutch, and he's a good guy. I've known him for a while now. And he told me, he looked me right in the eyes and said, "Greg, you're going to have to stop masturbating." And I said, "What? Why?" He goes, "I'm fucking trying to examine you."
I knew where this is going. Okay. Anyways, so Sanchi, were you on the Sunday fleet?
I think so. I don't know. We have to have these fleets really late at night, and after a certain amount of
night. It was 4 in the fucking morning.
That's pretty late at night. All right, that's my bedtime. Okay, but once you get to a certain point with the amount of DMT that was in my system, you kind of get a little hazy. I think I was playing scouts because I didn't want to do anything too intensive.
Did you? Were you just in a system?
I was in a system, and I was reporting everything I saw into scouts. I think
it's not very reliable if you're fucking high.
Yeah, that's a fucking position of high responsibility, Sansky, for fuck's sakes.
How do you handle playing the game when you're high as a kite?
What do you mean? How do I handle it?
Ragnar never plays sober, so there's no difference.
Ragnar's not on DMT either.
That's true, but a bit of a difference there.
I'm just good at the game, so it doesn't matter if I'm sober.
Oh snap! He's calling you out, Sanchi. Listen to that.
I'm just bad at the game, so it doesn't matter for me either.
Well, that's true. Sanchi, I hear you're gonna want to buy some platinum.
Some platinum?
Uh-huh.
What?
Whatever comes out of Sperry Light.
Sanchi has no fucking idea what he's talking about.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Okay. Do we have any giveaways this week, Don?
Who's platinum?
Your mom. So that fight happened. The server had just a fucking heyday. The actual stream, I think, is up on YouTube. So you can check out our YouTube channel if you want to watch any snippets there. There are some nuggets
unlike M2, we actually got this.
The good one. Yeah, I know. I was so mad. They're like, it's too long. I don't want to pull it. I was like, really? The biggest fight in history you didn't want to rip. So that's all gone.
Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube, or you can watch it on Twitch VOD too. We've got the Twitch video on demand?
Yeah, but the VODs only last 30 days.
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that.
If you want to see it in perpetuity, you got to watch it on YouTube.
Perpetuity, indeed, Don.
Which I do encourage you all to check out.
Yeah. Twerk makes a good point there. The gun's not cycling there with the.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That's next.
What?
So we're getting there. We're getting there.
All right. Like, I had some more news. I had some more news ripped from today's headlines too, but I'll also for later.
You're watching us on a roller coaster? That's fun.
You're watching us while you're on a roller coaster, sir.
Hell yeah.
Please keep your hand, freaking laptop inside the vehicle at all times.
I mean, he can have his phone on his lap.
It would be an easy game mechanic to implement to make sure that the battles take place in multiple systems.
Let's
Instant, I guess, throw people into instances and say good luck. Just see if you got shafted. Could you imagine if CCP was like, okay, every time a big fight's going to happen, we're going to grab 256 people for each, like, we're going to have a total of 512 or 600, whatever it is, right? It would be 612, I guess, for two of them. But no, 512. So 512, you don't know who it's going to be. It could be all from your side. It could be all from the other side. It could be an uneven matchup, and just watch until everybody gets slung off into like their own places and let those battles happen until like a set timer finishes up, and whoever is the victor is the victor.
Yeah, basically you enter the system with the keep star and you press a big button that says, I want this system, and it enters into battle mode, right? And whoever's in the system at that time gets broken off, and your fleet gets in, an instance with an enemy fleet. Who knows who it's gonna be?
Imagine if the paladins ended up against the flycatchers. You're like, well, All right, I guess
Well-
you're going to be in there for an hour. Yeah, so like a bubble that sucks them into the abyss and let the two fleets fight it out. Because then they could handle like that each time. And then, whoever is the victors of the individual fights get lumped together and, just go down until there's only one fleet left alive.
Don, you're a fucking idiot. Anyway, so Brisk has coined the term fart coalition for the coagulation of frat and fandemic horde. And I think that's pretty fitting, eh?
Yeah. I mean, yes,
that
but
is hilariously fitting.
I don't think the word coagulation. I already forgot what you said. Never mind. Move on.
Coagulation.
Coagulation. I don't think that's the word you want to use.
Don't try to English me, man.
Coagulant.
So Tuesday they had another Twitch show, and they were
wait, who?
They were all Trash Talk Tuesday.
Oh, that fucking Redline? That Redline character? Is he here?
Greg. It's
Trash Talk Tuesday. Where does one go? It's New Eden Post, isn't it? Is there?
Yes, but we're not allowed to talk about other people's streams and.
Oh, you know what we can talk about? We can talk about the wonderful folks at Blue Crew that fucking have awesome microphones. Like this Blue Yeti microphone that I'm using right now.
Yes. Anyways, so on Tuesday, a lot of the P Horde side were they're having their heyday of goons fed. They're not going to do that again. I think their morale's going to go down. It's so funny. Ha 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 ha. Well, they're all malding about how the server performed. Ha 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 ha. And doing the typical stuff.
Well, okay. Now, please, somebody fucking pull me in on the malding loop. And when
I don't know
people started using the word,
who is malding? Like,
what is the actual fucking Webster's dictionary definition of the word?
Mad and balding.
Was it really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what malding means.
Malding, so this is like a Zoomer thing, right?
Yeah. Well, I would say
extremely upset because something very stupid or unfair happened.
Dawn, you're like Gen X. Why the fuck are you using Zoomer terms?
I'm a millennial.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she wish.
I'm like the main millennial.
Pushing 40.
No.
Uh-huh. All right. Okay. So,
Salient, if you're here for news, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
No. We got news. We got news.
No, we try to do it, but we get distracted. We're like squirrels.
All right.
Okay,
I got something. Hang on.
No, I wasn't done with mine.
Okay, go.
Some news. I
was saying, like, Tuesday they're, basically gloating, and they're making fun of the Lashaks versus the Paladins, and how it was stupid that they warped in at 0. I'm not in charge, but I thought it was a questionable choice myself, but a fun choice nonetheless. The funny part, so the hard part is we did get in the system pretty late because the other Keepstar came out and finished up only a few minutes before that one. So we had to rush over there. We got in, and obviously it's really heavy tie-dye. They warped down to 0, and it had about 14 minutes left on the structure on the timer when they warped down to 0. And it took them 20 minutes to lock it. So the timer went by before they could even ever get a shot off, just because of how bad the queues were for the times. So we're already committed in, and instead of back, I think all of us would have been mad if we just left and didn't do anything with everybody there ready to dance. So I'm personally happy that we took that fight, even though it was not the most strategically advantageous option.
Yeah, taking the fight is always better than not taking the fight, right?
Not always, but
I mean,
people have fun.
For people that fucking got up for it,
we fed up front, but then afterwards, what came out of that, we reaped the reward. Like, we got 3 Keepstars, 4 Fortizars, a bunch of other shit, like in France, Space back home died too.
A trillion-isk worth of kills the following week.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good trade.
I would say it's honestly a good trade.
Yeah, so we had after Tuesday's little gloating and self-conflagellation, Wednesday morning was the next fight, which had a couple kill timers, as well as the armor timer for X-47. We had reinforced it to be within, I think, 1 minute apart. So the enemy had to decide what they wanted to hold. They decided to hold up an X-47, which I get, that's their stager, makes sense. But they did go ahead and decide to send a Tempest fleet and a bunch of the Paladins. It was pretty even to 5ZXX. And the Paladins got shreked. When they didn't have any super support, carrier support, they got absolutely hosed.
So there was 4 keep stars altogether, right? And two, they did not defend 2 of them. I'm correct, I think, in assuming that.
2 of them they didn't defend at all. Correct.
Yeah, and they
2
successfully
they didn't defend at all. The third one they tried to defend, but ended up pulling out halfway through, which was 5ZZK, which is the other fight that we had on Wednesday, I believe. No, 5ZZ they pulled out of halfway through.
I wouldn't say halfway through. It'd already been like 4 hours. I feel like that's not really...
We were fucking killing dreads right to the bloody end, bud.
Yeah.
I don't know where you were, but...
Rip Kumi's Barghest.
Yeah, that's a shame, too. Fucking everybody...
I mean, he's already lost the original one, so...
No, so what happened was... Okay, Greg was there and I was there. Was anyone else there that wants to tell it? Okay, Greg, you go ahead and tell the story.
What happened to the last keep star? You guys started out with there was 4 keep stars and you stopped at 3. What happened to the 4th one?
It repaired.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, so the one, the X-47, right? That's they say it's not their stager, right? But they're obviously full of shit. So like they're making sure that they have all the men's on that keep star. And I guess we put the tip in a little bit, just enough so they had to go full full defensive mode there, and that kind of gave them a choice, right? Where they had to go to 5ZXX or they had to go to what was the other one I just said? Whatever, my head. X-47, right?
Yep.
So yeah. So they saved that one. They saved X-47, but I'm under the impression that they thought they could save both of them, just by the way they had their numbers there, and they underestimated us because.
So what killed all their paladins? Like, what was the
Tempest?
The Tempest.
The Tempest and the Lashaks. The Tempest were getting good hits, and then Lashaks were fucking mowing them down. We couldn't ramp. No, Ragnar. No, they weren't. Greg, go ahead and tell them what happened.
All right. So CCP, right? They have this thing where every once in a while something will fuck up, right? And something really fucked up. You could not. You're in your Lashak. You know how you click on fucking go on your gun, right? And it fucking zzz, does that fucking spool up thing? Well, guess what? It fucking went. And then if you're at 500 ammo, it went down to fucking none. It didn't tick down. So you were only shooting once, and that was it. So guns were not cycling. They were not spooling. You were not a single ramp.
That's funny.
Twerk said it. I'll yell it. Not a single ramp.
That wasn't even
the
it.
Lashaks didn't ramp up. That is hilarious.
So the other part is the Lashaks. For 5 hours, the Lashaks are having to hit F1 to keep making their guns go to shoot a shot. Right. The other fun part is the drones would not continually shoot anything, so they had to keep throwing the drones on the Keepstar to shoot once, and then throw them back on Asher to shoot Asher, and then go back to the Keepstar. So you watch these drones just flying back and forth on the screen between these two, just so they could try to keep the DPS on the Keepstar, because anything that was an auto repeat was not working. And
so we had to move everything over. Like, so you had to move your guns and your drones off of targets and move them back and forth. It was absolutely an absolute nightmare. But something that would have taken us maybe 45 minutes to do, and it ended up taking us about 4 hours. I'm going to answer Flea Block here. Any strategic goals for this campaign, or is it just recreational structure burning? Well, sir, I'm going to tell you the main strategic goal. The main strategic goal is to make renting and slumlordism such a pain in the ass that nobody's ever going to fucking want to do it again for the good of the game. That is the fucking main strategic goal, sir.
I was chatting with Asher a couple days ago, and someone had asked that question, and he got a pretty good answer. Is like, if we get all the keep stars out of B2 OG space, we'll consider that a victory, but we will reconvene then and see if we want to go a little deeper.
Yeah.
Are you on
set realistic goals and build from there? Now, the other interesting is with the server breaking, because CCP came in to watch and see what was happening, because what was happening was not, like, it was only, 3,000 people on that system, so it really wasn't that bad compared to the other ones, that the gun's not cycling, the drone's not working correctly, was just weird. Like, prop mods weren't turning off. It was ridiculous. But what would happen is people would leave the system, go to the next door system, and everything would, literally next door, everything would work perfectly fine. They come back in, everything's fucked up. So it was a system issue, and it was affecting like everybody. I don't know how the Paladins, I think the Paladins, part of why they failed so miserably is they did not know that they weren't shooting continuously.
Oh, you think?
I think that because the Amar guns are designed to just keep going till the crystal breaks.
Yeah.
And if you hit your shoot button,
and you go for a walk,
and you shoot one shot of the guns, and nothing happens. I'm betting that some of them were having the same issue and just weren't applying any damage and didn't know it. And we would have to get someone from Pappy to like confirm on the Paladin fleet if they noticed that, but like they got absolutely shreked. And I think it's because they're stupid. Apparently they also went Bastion mode, which also could have really fucked them up if it didn't turn off and they couldn't get it to turn off too. I don't know.
So we'll have to, oh my God. We'll have to also give a shout out to CCP because they were in direct conversation with Asher when this was all going on. So Asher was asking the fleet. He was saying, okay, is this happening? Or, try to do this. And then he was reporting directly back to, he must have had the same hotline that Mifune has to CCP.
They were asking questions. I think CCP is very interested to see how these fights are affecting the new Tranquility Tech 4, right? Because CCP is always trying to learn that stuff, and
the only way to do it is stress testing.
Yeah, exactly, right. So it's like, we've had our stress tests on Singularity, and those usually bring out a couple thousand people. But honestly, the best stress test for the servers are, shoving 3,000 goods and 3,000 horde into a system and having fun.
I'd like to thank Dr. Mibbles for the wonderful Reddit meme that I shared underneath the Theta Thursday thing, which is like right there.
I believe they counted up to like 109 or something Paladins were destroyed, which is
good for business. Am I right, Ragnar?
Something like that.
Yeah, baby.
Wait, you building Paladins there?
Yeah, motherfucker, I'm building. Me and Ragnar got the.
You actually are building them?
Well, yeah, I'm building them. I'm just kind of self-destructing them, keep the inflation down.
Okay.
It's like, I'm going to take all the material so that they can't build them.
Exactly. It's like what Facebook did with tech employees.
Oh, man. Yeah, didn't a bunch get fired lately?
Yeah, because Zuckerberg's like, beep, boop. I don't know how to talk.
What? Wait, don't fucking make fun of Zuck, man. If he gets wind that you're making fun of him, he'll have the fucking...
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna... Is he gonna friend me and send me an angry message?
Black helicopters flying above your house mean anything to you?
Well, he's got to hire people to do that, and he's not in hiring mood right now.
I had an idea earlier, right? And this is something... We don't have a name for this war yet. This is just like the war in the north, which is kind of...
We never had a name for the war until the end, Greg.
True. Well, yeah, but...
Standard.
But no, we can make a name for the war, though.
No, because it's the victor of the war that gets to make the name.
Yeah, well, that's going to be us, right? Yeah, I don't fucking lose.
Ourselves.
What is a real life war? Let's call this 100 Days War. How about that? But we got to stop after 100 days. Otherwise, we
No
can't
way,
get
Oh,
it.
okay. We have a cutoff.
100
Okay.
years. 100 years war.
Mifune, are you having fun over there?
I am.
So,
Okay.
Mifune, what do you know about Shipcaster Shadow Wars?
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Shipcaster technology is basically jump bridges, but for factional warfare space. What it looks like it's going to be designed for is it's going to be helping the industrial backbone of each militia get to the front lines to replenish stuff for what it looks like. And it kind of looks like that we'll be able to have proper stagings for militias almost. Stuff like that based on the location of the shipcaster. And the thing is that the difference between the shipcaster and the normal Ansiblex jump gates is that it's not system to system to system. From my understanding, what it looks like is that it looks like it's going to be, here's a jump gate in your home system. Now pick what system you want to jump to. So it's like a singular jump bridge that goes to multiple systems depending on what your destination is.
Fascinating.
So it's going to make faction warfare a little bit faster for people to get to those frontline zones and possibly get in those PvP actions without having to go through the horrible gate camps that are at every entrance connection.
Yeah. So it's going to help do stuff like the barrier to enter faction warfare. It's going to help things like the industrialists of faction warfare replenishing their dudes. It's going to basically mean, I'm not sure if you guys ever dabbled in joining with a faction warfare group, but the thing is that they all seem to live in different areas of their faction warfare space. It's like, hey, yeah, this corp lives out of an Astra house in this system, and the next corp you look at, they're living in a Fortizar like 16 jumps away, halfway across the factional warfare map, and I feel like it's going to be a thing where with this shipcaster technology, it's going to encourage the back line of factional warfare to be kind of like that centralized hub, that centralized home for all of the faction warfare groups.
Wow, so Hirebrand came up with something there, and that's made me think a little bit. Do you guys think that this is pushing towards the further arcadification of EVE Online? Because it just it instantly takes you to a hot spot or a front line.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting.
I think it's good for mobility because with our attention span and the aging player base, I think we just need to let go of some of the past sanctity of the game and just embrace getting to fun faster.
Aging player base. What the fuck are you talking about? You saying I'm old?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. I am kind of old. My uncle sent me a text message earlier this week, and it was just the space. Like I didn't even know. I don't know how he did it, and I kind of ragged on him a little bit. And then I thought, holy shit, man! Like he's about 20 years older than I am, and I'm about 20 years. Tom, you quit fucking rustling shit around. And then, oh Jesus! And I'm about 20 years older than people here that I chat around and play video games with. And Ragnar and the boys are always making fun of me, for not knowing what the fuck I'm doing tech wise. So yeah, I kind of stepped back and said, yeah. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon.
I mean, so some of the other things that came along with this is not just the pitcasters, but we now have direct enlistment. Direct enlistment is now a thing as of this week.
But we don't have an official decision yet about Goonies, so
Don, people in the chat may not have read up on what it means for the null blocks and all that fun stuff. So the basic premise is that as a corporation, if you can manage your corporation in game, you can restrict what factions your corporation members can enlist for. And by doing that way, you're making sure that you don't have blue on blue violence. And that seems to be what CCP's solution is to that problem, which I think is good. I think it's a solid choice for solving that issue.
Excellent. What does it mean for the Imperium?
Well, goons still have to come up with an official policy. Once that official policy is released, then all of the corporations will limit to what military that we can go out and do there, and then after that, you're free to do faction warfare.
Is it worth it? Is there like good rewards to faction warfare?
They're not horrible. And higher brand, no, that is not the reason. It's a diplomatic reason, not because of an administration.
It's been like 2 days, people. Calm down.
I love how people are. I love how people are instantly banning the Geist developers as someone who is learning from that group. Yeah, no, it's not their fault, bro. I don't know why the fuck you.
I would like to say that Amar Master Race. Thank you. We should be all
Don,
if
anything, we can speculate that it's going to be Minmatar so that we can all farm LP for TFIs and make that shit cheap as fuck.
That would be short-sighted because we're not going to always use TFIs. But you're not wrong that probably is going to be heavily encouraged. I'm just speculating as well because of the ammo.
It's too bad the Noblox don't have... Hold on, we have a thing in the chat. It's too bad the Noblox don't have a reason to fight proxy wars with each other in faction warfare. I think that will grow, Fleablock. That was my... When we were in peacetime, that was my initial theory. If you remember a couple months ago, I was very heavily pushing for proxy wars in factional warfare, and that was just because nullsec was fucking dead. But now we actually have stuff in nullsec to do, so...
Yeah, PvP.
The motivation for doing factional warfare as a proxy war is for peacetime, when there's no nullsec wars, when everybody's at home crabbing. That is where you go to PvP now, is factional warfare in peacetime.
I don't know. Either way, this game's pretty boring.
What? No, it's not. It's fun, man. I'm having fun, anyways. Sansky, your buddy. You got your buddy back playing.
Which one?
The Lasvik one. Yes, he's back playing from the old internet terrorist gang.
So, is Laz leading fleets?
No, he's a pretty subtle dude. I've known him for like 10 years now, and I've never met him face to face. We just come from a sketchy background, but we sketchy background together. It's probably not going to be him. There's probably going to be some more internet terrorists bleeding into leak him into Sundering.
Yeah, Sundering, because we're recruiting and Sundering because we're better than ASCII.
This is objectively true.
Yes. Numbers and everything don't lie. Also, thank you, Xantel, for the Prime sub.
67 months! Holy shit, Xantel.
Almost to the good number. If you...
Almost to the good number.
Yep. So if you have an Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime that you haven't used yet and you feel like tossing it at the channel, you certainly can. We always appreciate it. You can also send bits and I'll make Greg do something or I say after what? 50,000 is not 50,000. 500,000
months, man.
It'd be 500,000 bits to get Mifune to get a B tramp stamp.
That's like a prison sentence for first degree manslaughter. That's pretty impressive.
What?
67 months?
Yeah. I guess
it's
that's
over 5 months. So
it's over 5 months. Yes, Don, it is over 5 months.
It's okay, Don. I know what you meant. Don't listen to Greggles. Don.
Greg couldn't even get the right year.
Don has
a hype train going.
Don has to take her shoes and socks off to count to 20.
Shut up.
It's not incorrect.
So Amazon Prime, everyone gets a Twitch Prime with it because Amazon owns Twitch now, or has for a long time. So you get one free subscription a month with it, so you can just use it. So it costs you nothing additional to push the button and do it.
Look
so
at this, Don.
I know
What's going on, Don?
I know.
You got a fucking limited time to earn exclusive emotes.
Trying, baby.
I end up forgetting to use mine. Like most everyone, like I don't have it set up on auto renewal. So
is music playing? Is that? I don't hear music.
No,
he's just dancing, bud. To the beat of a different drum. Is there music playing? Hang on.
No, music's too dangerous. We're gonna get fucking struck for something because
we don't know how that works. I don't know how that works.
Matches another song from 20 years.
Yeah, I got one.
Just play it.
Hot train.
Oh my god. Greg. So, speaking of music, if you haven't checked it out yet, there is a really fun music video that came up right after the Keepstar fight yesterday. It's not by anybody that I recognize as like past parodies, but it was a lot of fun. It had a deep fake of Asher singing on the back of was it a Tempest?
Yeah, I ever saw that. That was pretty good.
With Brave and Volta being backup dancers?
I don't remember that, but I'll see if I can get a link.
Space Lord, that one? Because that was really well done.
Yeah, the Space Lord one. I found it fun.
Yeah.
So I would recommend you guys check that out sometime. Just give it an updo if you like it. Give it a downdo if you don't. Reddit has been hot. Let me just say, the P-Horde propaganda team slacking. The Goon propaganda game, I think they posted the same 6 pictures within 10 seconds of each other. Right after like all the fights and stuff were going on. Because I was just watching like a lot of the same like similar or same memes going. I know PGL put one up that was the same, like someone else put the same one up like 5 seconds earlier. I was like, you guys, you need to coordinate. Because like half of them got taken down.
Yeah, they're not as organized as Reddit Swarm. It will never be defeated.
Hey, you know what's a good idea? I was just thinking of other games, right? Other than EVE Online, right? And if you play like a game like Rust or DayZ or like Scum or a survival game that like you need a server, you know where to get good servers? Nitrado, high-end prepaid game servers. If you scroll down and you click on the link there, it'll take you right to Nitrado high-end game servers.
You know, why does Greg's ads sound so much better?
Are we actually advertised
at the same time? No,
I know. Yeah, Greg has missed his calling. Because these are all off the cuff, guys. He is not.
Oh, we're not actually. Oh, I was excited.
We got bits. Ginja, thank you for the $1.
Oh, fucking hype, boys! Time for another dance.
Oh, God.
Execute dance.
You know the YouTubers that you go down and you sit down and you watch them, and then they don't even say that this YouTube video is sponsored by Squarespace. They just go right into the bit. Like, I feel like that's what Greg is.
I've been starting to stream, right, like on my own channel, which is, if you click on my name, I think it takes you to my my Twitch channel, but it's Hazitude, twitch.tv/Hazitude. I'm just looking for followers. I don't care if anybody subscribes. But I made like $69, and I was pretty happy, man. I was like, bonus. I put it into PayPal. I'm gonna buy Plex with it.
Don't you have a
you're
Chatterbait
fucking
account?
loud. Yes, I do have a Chatterbait account, and yes, that is still in the works. I'm still working.
Can you link it?
No,
put it in Twitch chat.
I can't. Like
unfortunately, we can't do that.
Do it.
But I'm working on my tip menu on what I will do for tips. And thanks, Ginja. And so right now I'm working at I'm at a level I don't know what to do for tips. I want to use margarine. I want to use a lot of margarine.
We don't
take a hit of crack every time.
Take a hit of crack.
Yeah.
Greg, you live in an area that I think you could get crack.
What? Yeah, there's
Maybe
lots of crack
meth.
in Hamilton.
I don't know if it's crack or meth. Which one's the more?
Yes. There's crack, there's meth, there's all sorts of shit. There's a lot of opioids going on. There's a Oh shit! I was just about to tell a story that probably would have got us untwitched. Anyways,
You can tell that on your channel.
on an untwitched or
untwitched. So we got a level 2 hype train going on here, or it's like 3 minutes to get this level 2 hype train. What, Dawn? You're a big musical fan. You know a lot of musicals.
Yes.
Do you have you ever seen the musical Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know the lead song from it?
Other than it's just like Oklahoma comes sweeping down, like I don't really.
Where the wind blows gently down the plain.
Yes.
Take it, Dawn.
No, that's copyrighted. Not interested. I'm not going to sing on here.
Yeah, you will. Now, Mifune, you're a professional singer. You sang in the school choir, didn't you, Mifune?
Mifune's going to go first.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you sang for us yet?
No.
Yes, he has. No, but he showed us a video of him singing.
Oh, do we have that video?
No.
God damn it.
Shut up. Anyways, so
right.
What is it?
Well, for me, folks, it's about time for me to head out and go back to see my family.
Okay. Do your final thought real quick.
Time with them. So my final thought is war's going great, boys. Let's keep up the good work. Fuck Pappy. Their propaganda game has been weak this week. Or fart. Sorry. Fart's propaganda has been so fucking weak. Like, it's awful. It is cringe-worthy. I'm sorry. It is horrible. It is worse than my posting. Like, please, for the love of God, hire your own fucking Reddit swarm because it's just too easy to dog.
We do contract work.
Do.
We do contract work. We do.
All right.
All right.
Other than that,
thank you for joining.
Mifune, listen. Enjoy your evening, bud. Are you no? You're at your grandparents?
Yeah, I am.
Are you doing? You guys drinking heavy?
We will be probably.
Body shots?
No.
Okay.
So thank you for joining us, Mifune. You have a good night.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Cheers.
So, just to prep you guys, we are going to be hopefully having a cast tomorrow morning. Just depends on if there's going to be a fight or not. So keep your eyes peeled for any pings to watch. You'll probably see at minimum Brisk and Greg on it. I might pop in maybe a little bit as it gets in. And so keep an eye out for that. It's
not going to be super early either. Like I think
it starts at like 10 or something.
Yeah, like and then like 1300 Eve. So what's that?
That'll be 2 hours after downtime, so like 9.
Yeah, that's not bad. Gives everybody time to like get up and go for a run, have a smoke, right?
So, So that will be going on tomorrow, hopefully. If nothing happens, when we'll have a great time. And then Saturday is Push to Talk with myself, Eric, and the crew at 1:00 Eastern. Y'all figure out what it is other times, not my problem. And then after that, we have the Meta Show with Brisk and Marcus Resurrectus. They will be discussing the same stuff that we did, but in their much more informed way, as well as possibly other things that they've discussed this week.
Brisk runs a tight fucking hour, I'll tell you, Don. That is show.
He does.
Man. That's good. Like he needs like to be nominated for some kind of Twitch award with that, because holy shit.
He does.
Like,
yeah, they do a good job.
Like, shout out to the whole fucking INN team, really. Like, we got some good people, right? Like, all I do is I press like 3 buttons on OBS. The reason why Mifune didn't have a camera is because he was trying to explain it to me. Oh, thanks, buddy. He was trying to explain to me like how to run his camera tonight, and like he was on his phone, and I didn't know how to do it. Right?
I know.
So I'm old and wretched.
We got a translation of the most recent ping from Frat, and it's wonderful.
Lesheks are electric heat guns.
It's fucking wonderful. Okay.
Oh man,
that's great. We'll read that here in a minute. So Meta Show is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern. You guys figure out what that is in your local time.
It's add 4 to 4 p.m. Eastern.
Nope. Too much work.
So
Don't care.
4. What's 4 plus 4, Don?
I'm just gonna fail that class right
8,
now.
Right? So it'd be 2000, right? Would be the time.
See, now you added it to another number. You went an extra step and you didn't explain it.
What? I didn't add shit to the extra number. We're GMT minus 4 is what Eastern is right now.
Whatever. It should all just be Eastern time.
No, it shouldn't. It should all just be GMT. If they did that, then everything would be awesome.
No, Eastern time is the better time zone. Anyways, so we're gonna wrap up the show. We're gonna do our final thoughts. So, Sanchki, final thoughts? Any shout outs for the week?
No, I hate to not give shout outs. Shout out to what's his name? Oh no.
Your
Well,
friend?
come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Okay, Ragnar. Any thoughts or final shout outs for the week? Ragnar.
Mad Cows needs ISK, and I can't wait to shoot more frat.
Fantastic. Always the man with 1,000 words. Greg, final thoughts or shout outs for the week?
Oh, hell yeah. I got a bunch of shit to go over, Don. First of all, we're going to give a shout out to everybody that's in Theta right now. Blixicus, Red Branch, Chainsaw, Christine, Grognard, Commissar. Yeah, Christine's there. Probably hanging out with his girlfriend. His girlfriend's super funny, too. I like his new girlfriend. Magnum, Alan, and Mirren Rain. And the people at AFK. Holy shit, Koval's back? Koval's the Polish-Scottish guy. He's fucking awesome. Arctura and Ghoster. We'll give a shout out to all the Theta people that like keep taking care of all our and shout out to Syndic Thras too. That's another one. Should shout out Syndic. Come please hang out with us. It's always a joy to have you around. You guys don't know how tough it is for Dawn to make Theta what it is. She works very hard every day, making sure that we are all comfortable in our little Theta hangouts. I'd also like to thank the Academy. Oh, sorry, wrong speech. If these alarm clocking things when you get up in the morning, listen, be careful with that shit. Because I screwed my body. I had a nap and then couldn't sleep on the Sunday one, and I was all dicked for 3 days. And so I went to bed early for the Thursday one, and I was okay for that. So I'll end on that. I don't think I had anything else. Something about orgasms. No. All right. Okay. Take us home, Dawn.
All right. Well, thank you for everybody showing up.
Shout out to Tetrakill. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. Shout out to Sanchki and Ragnar for joining us. Shout out to Greg for always being our backup tech man and helping out. Shout out to all of our wonderful FCs providing us fun content. Shout out to everybody that comes to watch us during our breaking news streams. I hope you guys all enjoy every single one we do. I am really excited. We have a new person on our breaking news team, John Castillo.
Welcome, John.
He's from Sigma Grindset. He was a joy yesterday, and I'm hoping that he'll be able to join us for more shows, and hopefully we can get him on the show at some point. And
sorry, Don. Something just hit me in the side of the head here. Next week, I am going to try to put together an Australian-only Theta Thursday. Obviously, we'll host, but we're only going to have Australians on. So if you are an Australian and if you're in Goon Swarm, then you can come on and you can say cunt.
Woo!
Anyways, folks, ending, as always, be good. If you can't be good, be careful.
Thank you. Have a good night.